So one of the things about being in a brand new place, even if it is a stopover on the way to somewhere else, I feel like travels like this give me a chance to sit down and actually think and map my business or map my life and where things are going. But yeah, we've been told that there's a rooftop bar actually. We're gonna head up there, and this is the little book I use to do mapping, so we'll talk a little bit more about that. Really find it useful when you're writing down your goals. Probably couldn't have got anywhere better than this spot actually. Called the Speakeasy at the Muse Hotel in Bangkok. What a place to grab a cocktail, sit down and have a reassessment of where things are at. We're here mapping the journey, and again, the best way to do it actually, and this is what you need, and I always tell people, get a notebook, write it down in a notebook, not your laptop. Your laptop or your phone is literally some sort of distraction monster, all right? There's something about actually physically writing things down that makes it better. So I want to show you inside my little book here, and how I use this book is, it's kind of like, you wouldn't go and shoot a movie without a script or without a production document, right, Ty? We don't do this without actual proper production. So why do people do that with their life, You've got to literally write it before you do it. So I've done this for many, many, many years, and I've had many, many books like this where I've literally written and mapped the way things I want, or the way I want things to go. This is before I had the resources, before I had freedom business, before I had anything. And I used to dream of coming to places like this and being able to map or write my movie for the next chapter. So yeah, I wanted to give you an insight on that, and I wanted you to start doing it too, because it's a really useful tool. I mean, why even build a business? It's a big question, and people always say, oh, I lack motivation, or I lack, passion, or like, how do I get motivated to do this? It's like, do you know what you want the movie to look like? Do you know what the script looks like? Because unless you've got an exciting script, there's no point in even going for it. So anyway, here's mine, a little insight into mine. We have a couple of images in my front book. First one is of Kayla, who you met at the start of the vlog. And the second one is, I've got a little picture, or this is a lanyard from, I did a Mercedes AMG racing track day, and that's the lanyard from the track. And Mercedes has a philosophy of the best or nothing, all right? The best or nothing. And I kind of apply that to my movie. What is the absolute best movie that you could write, that you could write down and live out in the next year? So I normally map my movies for a year going forward. There was one stage where I was like, all right, this year is when we're going to hit the $1 million mark. That came out in my movie. There was one, actually, the very first time I mapped my movie, I mapped out that I wanted just $10,000 a month from a freedom business. A year later, that movie came true. So I think before you get into anything, it's important that you, and I'm so glad to bring you here as well to this. It's important that you, where do you want to be? What do you want it to look like? Will it be a James Bond style movie? Will it be an action or adventure? It's up to you to write the movie. So I'm about to take you to Monaco, where we're working with an amazing client. So one final thing, I feel like on these vlogs that you're kind of here with me, and we're going on this journey together. So I kind of want to know, because this is just the start, what do you want me to cover on these vlogs? Do you want me to talk more content? Do you want more business stuff? And specifically, what business stuff and questions would you like me to answer and learn? Could be anything, could be traffic, could be choosing a business idea. It could be general motivation stuff, like things like, what core motivating beliefs do I have that allow me to, step up and go at it every day? And also things like attracting amazing clients, all right? Like, going over to Monaco right now with an amazing client at Ultimate Driving Tours, Anthony, is just a dream come true. So how do you do that? How do you go about these things? I think it's really important. So any questions, please make sure, on top of, telling me your favorite kind of freedom locations, please put the questions below, or comments, what do you want to see more of? I'm here to bring it to you as we travel the world, freedom lifestyle time. And we're back. Here we are in the wonderful city of Nice, and it is a lot more glorious weather than what's happening in Melbourne right now. So we're going to head over to check out the water and just see what's going on around Nice. And then we're heading to the first stage of our Monaco Grand Prix boat party soiree. So I'm pretty excited for it all. It's really fun actually walking and wandering around these streets. Restaurants galore. Weather is incredible. People everywhere. So it kind of feels like a James Bond film here. All right, so we're sampling the first beer of Nice. This is the Blonde of Saint-Tropez. Let's see how it goes. Yes, it is beer. I was a bit scared because of the glass. Cheers. Merci beaucoup. Hope I said that right. If you like this episode, you can check out the previous one here. And if you haven't already, make sure you click here to subscribe to the channel and see the next one. But if you're ready to jump in and start building your freedom business, click this little box and we'll get started with our 3-day bootcamp.